Well, I guess okay. So I might actually talk about this a little bit on stream, and then just might turn it into a video, just so that way people actually hear this.
Sure.
Just because Among Us got me going, thinking about this, right? Because I mean, I mentioned to you that I'm probably going to be streaming a lot less.
In the future, going forward.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be, and so yeah. For anybody watching this, I'll probably be streaming a lot less. Mainly because
oh yeah, I'll work on it.
I just want to, make actual videos, and I don't know. I mean, I've been streaming, like, I got back into streaming about 7 months ago, right? And I was going hard at it for a long time, and I think just that novelty of, like, it being new is kind of worn off for me. So it's not that I dislike it, it's just that...
Oh, he's here.
I don't want to do it as much. Oh fuck. Yeah, what I want to do is, essentially, instead of doing things like this, where it's like me, or like me and one other person playing, I want to do a lot more of, like, just... whenever I can get a big group, which would be games of, like, Among Us or Jackbox,
Pummel Party.
Pummel Party. I still want to do, a couple months ago with Lucas, we streamed Scribble.io on his channel. I want to do that at some point, like, something that I would make a highlights video out of. But yeah, like, when I would stream, like, it would be bigger groups of people. I also, Taylor, you know that we're trying to start up another SMP, right?
I've not heard of that, no.
No, you haven't? Okay.
Is it the one that you're going to do for the new update?
Not the new update, no, we're trying to start up actually a Skyblock SMP using proximity chat. But yeah, we want to get that going, and I'm thinking when I'm streaming on that, like, I'll just do that irregularly, but, like, in large groups of people, And then, what I've been doing recently, like, whereas before I would do a shit ton of streams, and maybe a couple of them would get turned into a video, now I'm going to make sure the streams that I do are good enough to get turned into a video.
Yeah, just make the actual stream content good.
Right. So that way, like, everything I do becomes a video, rather than, just a couple out of, like, all 7 I'm doing in a week,
Yeah.
Now, I think the biggest changes, and I don't know if I'm going to do this right away, I don't know when I'm going to do this, or if I'm going to do this, but I think I'm going to stop streaming on Twitch, and start doing it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm just going to completely stop streaming. I mean, I told people, 3 minutes, Twitch Prime, they didn't do it. Yeah. So I'm going to completely stop streaming.
This is what happens when you don't give Sean Twitch Prime.
I think I'm going to stop streaming on Twitch and start going on YouTube, which means...
Good. I was say, out of curiosity, is it because you don't like Twitch, or does YouTube just look better? Because
Twitch is very momentum-based, which I mentioned earlier. And so really to do well on Twitch, I mean, right now I have 2 viewers. I've peaked at 3 viewers this stream, right? And the reason for that is because I haven't done a real stream in, like, 2 weeks, right?
Okay. Like a full-on stream.
I did my Pummel Party stream, which was 5 minutes, because I had to end it after my stream died. And I did the basket robbing stream as a joke, which was, like, 2 minutes. Right? So I have not done a real stream in, like, 2 weeks. And that isn't going to change. Like, my streams are probably going to be spaced out by a couple weeks. And so I want to actually be able to get views on those streams. So I want to stream them onto StaacLIVE, and I'm not going to unlist them. I don't think I'm going to unlist them. I'm probably going to keep them public. Which is why most of the real videos will just be going up on Stack. Just to make things easy. Right. If I make a real video, most likely it'll be up on Stack.
Alright.
Now my big...
Yeah, I figured just because, you have 2 channels, one of them with 11 subscribers, and one of them with, like, a little over 200.
Right.
You kind of assume.
Right. I mean, so the thing is, I was a little iffy on that, because... I've mentioned, like, I only subscribe to people if I'm going to watch all their videos, right? I mean, that's just the way that I do it. I know a lot of people are different. Joey doesn't do it like that. Nobody does it like that I know, personally. Yeah. That's just the way that I do it, and so I like I like to upload videos as if I'm subscribed to my own channel. So, like, nothing I've uploaded within the past 6 months has been anything that I haven't already watched all the way through. Which is why I enlist my...
You kind of have to watch it when you're editing it.
Right. I mean, most 99% of the stuff that I upload is stuff that I heavily edit anyway, so it's like, I'm watching it all the way through, and sometimes it's a premiere that I join in as well, you know, and so a lot of time, yeah, I end up watching this stuff multiple times through, which is kind of how I know if it's good enough to upload, and, which is why, you know, whenever I do stream on YouTube, which is pretty rare, whenever I do stream to YouTube, which is pretty rare, I always unlist it afterwards, which is also why I've been streaming to Twitch for a long time, just so that way, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about, like, having a channel where I just upload the stuff publicly, but,
yeah.
I think the way I'm gonna do this is just so that way, you know what? Fuck StaacLIVE. I'm gonna stream to it. People can watch it if they want, not if they don't want to. My good stuff is gonna go up on Stack. So, basically, essentially what I'm doing is I'm saying, if you care about your sub box, sub to Stack. And I'm not promising any quality whatsoever on StaacLIVE.
I say to be fair, from a channel that's one of which is named Stack and the other is named StaacLIVE, you kind of get the assumption that like one of them is the live stream VODs and the other is just edited clips.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I initially created StaacLIVE because I didn't want to flood Stack with live stream highlights.
Yeah.
But the thing is, at that time, you know, I was streaming all the time. Like, I had made my initial plan was to actually not do highlights on, like, one type of stream or one stream, but to do, like, weekly highlights of everything I did on the week, right?
Yeah.
Which is why, if you look at my first live stream highlights, it's actually 3 completely separate streams. The first part, like, the first third of the video, I was playing on Hypixel with Cody. The second part, I was playing fucking Mario 64. And the third, I think I was doing, like, a Minecraft single-player world.
Oh, nice.
But the thing is, I started editing that video together and realized, holy shit, this is a long video already. And that's from 3 streams. If I have 7 streams, right, that's gonna be one long-ass weekly highlights video.
Yeah.
And then I made my second highlights video was just on a Minecraft Dungeons stream. That was when Joey joined my stream. That was my first time talking to Joey in like a year and a half.
Wow.
He joined in the chat, and we just talked the entire stream through chat. And then that night I took down his Discord, which has brought us to where we are today. And actually, I think he sent me a link to Boy Gang Central that night as well.
Oh, nice.
So,
is he like an Express member or something?
Well, he's an admin on Boy Gang Central.
Okay.
Yeah, so he invited me to Lucas's Discord server, and then that's when a couple nights later I did that Terraria stream, and I met Blake, Brianna, Rowan, I think it was just Lance as well.
Yeah. Oh man, Lance. Freaking Lance, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that highlights video for the Minecraft Dungeon stream, that on its own was like 40 fucking minutes long.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so I just started cranking out those highlights videos. And eventually I'm like, okay, you know what, I want to keep this as like my film projects channel, right?
Yeah.
And so, I should probably just create another channel to upload these stream highlights. The stream highlights don't take as much effort as my other projects, right? And so I was like, okay, I can crank some out on StaacLIVE, and honestly, I feel like I've done a good job at that.
Yeah, I was like, with stream highlights, the main thing you need to do is just cut out all the stuff that you wouldn't want to be watching. You know, just like cut all the fat from it, just make it the meat.
Yeah,
the funny stuff happens.
Honestly, when I'm making the highlights, a big part of it is just me scrubbing.
Red incoming.
Oh, red incoming. I just
never mind, I got
scrub through the video and look for like big chunks of like dips in the audio. Like if there's like a big chunk of like no audio peaks, right? Then that means we weren't talking, so cut this out.
Yeah, just cut it out pretty much.
Yeah.
Cut out the awkward conversation when you start talking about awkward things.
Well, no, that's when I play, like, funny music, and, I mean, I don't think... I'm really weird about using content that isn't mine. Like, I'm just really weird about that, like, downloading videos from the internet and using that. So, like, if you look at your montages, right, like, I
use a little bit of music, yeah.
You use music from other people, and you use, I mean, I don't make music. All of my music is from other people, but I always like to...
What do you mean? Of course you make music.
Of course I do. All my music, but I like to download it from the original source, right? Like, all my music either comes from YouTube's audio library, or I've started using Terraria music recently, but I didn't go online and download Terraria music. I bought the Steam Terraria soundtrack, and nice. I went into the files and copy-pasted all of them into a folder. So whenever I am using stuff that isn't mine, I like to use, like, the original source, but I also don't like to use stuff that isn't mine that much. And that doesn't mean I don't do it. Like, every once in a while, like, I used a clip, in my BuzzFeed highlights, I used a clip from Deadpool 2, just because I thought it would be really funny, and I wanted to illustrate a conversation that absolutely could happen between me and Joey. But I don't do that a lot. Whereas you, like, with your highlights, like, or with your montages, you cut in a bunch of clips from, like, movies and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like watching an episode of Family Guy, almost.
Right, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the type of content that I like to make.
It's not your style. Yeah.
Right, it's just not my thing, and I can't remember the point that I was trying to get at with this. Something about the highlights. But yeah, I just, you know, when I can, I always like to use my own content. I think that's the point I was trying to make with that. I can't remember where.
That's completely fair.
Yeah. But yeah, big thing for me with editing, you know, first and foremost, I'm a filmmaker. Like that's what I do, or at least an aspiring one. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm a professional filmmaker. But that's what I am first and foremost. That's what I like to refer to myself as, and that's what I enjoy doing, and that's what I will eventually be doing in my life.
And I can respect that.
And I like film. I like to do filmmaking in the traditional sense of, you know, storytelling. I like to make actual, or I want to make actual movies. And, you know, I'm really fascinated by how entertainment has sort of evolved in the internet. With, you know, in this day and age, anybody could literally make anything and upload it to YouTube.
I mean, hey, it was my first time doing more or less any, like, video stuff, and I'd say mine came out at least decent, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, I'm really fascinated by how entertainment has sort of changed in that way, but I always, my preferred form of entertainment will always be traditional film, and then, you know, or traditional film, yeah. I mean, I like TV, but honestly, I love how TV has evolved. Like, I fucking love how TV has evolved recently. Because, you know, nowadays you barely see any broadcast television.
Oh yeah, hardly.
Yeah, you hardly see any broadcast television. It's all streaming service.
Not to interrupt. Pug.
Yep, nice, I watched that. It's all essentially 45-minute films airing on a website, Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO Max.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, you know, I think those two together work really well. Films and these new sort of TV/streaming hybrids, which are basically replacing TV shows. But that's what I really like. I really like telling stories, telling a narrative. Whereas, you know, and so that's what I'm going to be good at. I am going to, you know, be able to take one chronological story and edit that together, which is why, you know, I mean, I think anybody could edit a highlights video. That's pretty easy.
Yeah. But shit. Damn it.
To edit, like, some of the films that I do, like that's the sort of stuff I like to edit. I would not be good at making a montage like that. I would not be good at making a montage, just because that's not storytelling in the sense that I like to tell stories.
In the sense that you want to achieve, yeah.
Right.
I get that.
But I don't know, I think it's really awesome that there are all these different types of stuff that can be accomplished nowadays, now that literally everyone has a streaming service in the palm of their hands called YouTube. Cause I mean that's what I see YouTube as.
I was gonna say can't forget Vimeo, and then I realized no, you can.
Yeah, you can forget Vimeo.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what I personally see YouTube as. It's just everybody's own personal streaming service.
So it's like a worldwide film festival that never ends.
Right. Yeah. I've used the scheduling feature a lot on YouTube. I think my current plan is basically, besides the stuff that I scheduled now, and besides the last 2 remaining episodes of Puppet Therapy.
Oh, they're going again. They're going again.
Oh shit. I think I'm going to, besides that, I think I'm going to try to mainly not schedule stuff and just upload them as soon as I'm done with them. Mainly for the purpose of just to make it feel less less forced, like less forced. just sort of uploading stuff when I'm ready, you know. So I feel like I do better with that.
Mm-hmm. I definitely say that's a much better approach.
Yeah, I mean, instead of trying to force myself to some schedule, and I think I think that's one reason I mentioned. I'll part of the reason I think I'm gonna start live streaming to YouTube and keeping it public is honestly I feel like views wise it's gonna do pretty well. I mean you can't see them anymore because they're gone, but like some of my original live streams on YouTube, like those got a lot of views. And there's nothing special about them. I mean, it was just they were live streams.
I get the feeling it's not to interrupt, but I get the feeling it's partially because I'd say YouTube is a more popular platform than Twitch.
Yeah.
Just like not saying that like one thing's better than another, but just the fact that most people like sitting through a 15-minute, like if there's a 8-hour live stream with some funny moments or like a 15-minute highlights reel.
I'm talking about my original live streams from like 4 years ago at this point. Yeah, I'm talking about like my original live streams, like before I got rid of those. My original live streams from like 2016, like those had a quite a good decent number of views for a channel my size, right? And so I feel like if I'm live streaming infrequently on StaacLIVE, I feel like that's going to help for not only views but also just growth in general on that channel, which will then kind of feed over to Stack. All right, gamers. Well, if you guys don't subscribe to me using Twitch Prime within the next 3 minutes, I'm just going to completely stop streaming. Because if you have the time to be watching Twitch, then you can support the content that you enjoy.
Pretty soon you're not going to be saying that.
Well, no, I will still be saying it. I'll just be on YouTube.
Oh, sorry. If you don't give me YouTube Prime.
No. I'm still gonna say Twitch Prime. I'm still gonna say Twitch Prime.